Welcome back to John Kleis Cardio. My name's Max. Today we've got a Transporter T6 behind me. This vehicle has been in for a couple upgrades. It's had a new head unit supplied and fitted, which is the Kenwood 8021 with wireless CarPlay, and also down the back of the vehicle we've also replaced a faulty reverse camera that was on there, and we have upgraded it to have a little small flash camera just there. That will just show the customer what's going on behind him in reverse. It's blocked a little bit by the bike carrier. It's not always on there, but it's not really going to be a problem for the customer. He's all happy with that. Let's hop in the vehicle and I'll give you a little show on what the stereo looks like. Looks a little bit like that in the dashboard. Stick the keys in, turn the ignition on. Quite nicely trimmed in here. We've got a VW logo that comes up on the head unit when you boot it up. That's a standard normally for all our Kenwood installations, because that's something that is something we can do pretty much to any vehicle that's had a Kenwood radio supplied and fitted. We'll put your manufacturer of the vehicle or your brand, or whatever logo that you want. Sorry boss, I didn't mean to call you. Right, so just spinning around to the head unit. Now, sorry boss, don't want to talk to you right now. That was a prank call, I didn't mean to call you a second ago. This is the Kenwood 8021. As you can see, it's all wirelessly hooked up to my phone in literally a matter of several seconds or so. And this is what the home screen looks like. We install these radios using these flush fit fascias that integrate into these transporters, and it looks really nice and neat. Now, features on the radio, DABs obviously a feature. That's on the factory radio. We retain the factory aerial to work with the new radio. But it looks a little bit like this, the DAB. Just turn it down so I'm not getting any copyright strikes. Presets just saved on the side here. You've got up to 15 presets, and all of these stations are already saved in by the technician. Click onto that search magnifying glass to search what's else available, and let's just say we want to listen to a bit of history. Select it like so. It's going to start playing. Well, not with the volume off, and you just hold it down and save it to save it in. I'm not going to save it for now, but that's basically how saving it works, just like pretty much most radios out there. Now, going to show you Apple CarPlay, because that is something which is probably the biggest reason people are upgrading to this head unit. The factory units tend to go faulty and have bad touchscreen issues. We can either repair them or replace with something like this, which gives you a 3-year warranty, many years of hassle-free driving. Now, going onto phone, it all looks very much like your iPhone, so feels just at home. Feels like at home when you're just navigating around the system. You got Apple Music, Apple Maps, which I use for navigation. I think that's probably my preferred one personally. You also got Waze, Google Maps. Checking your messages has never been easier. You can have Siri read them all out to you. And other things that we got here, DAB radio apps like Radio Player for streaming radio in poorer DAB reception areas, but where phone signal is probably not as bad. Tidal is my preferred choice of music app. Got everything that I would be listening or using inside there, so plenty of stuff in there to play with. It's nice having Apple CarPlay because you get a bit of album artwork and everything just looks a lot more pretty while you are driving. So that's Apple CarPlay. Other features on this head unit include has a HDMI input, which we haven't rigged up in this instance, but you could have a Fire Stick in your glove box, for example, and then you could watch TV on this head unit. Now, showing you what's going on if we put it in reverse. Just going to start the vehicle, close the door, stick it into reverse. No matter where you are on the stereo, it's going to bring up your reverse camera image so you can see what's going on behind you. That is not too bad of an image, and you can just about see the bottom line of the bumper, so you know how close you are to things. Yes, this is here, but it's not always going to be in the way, and it's not really a problem for the customer. It also has parking sensor information, which will also be displayed on here, so when you're reversing back, we'll get a little image of that car below, and that will bring up with these little orange lines, show you how far you are away from said obstacles behind you. Just making it, that's a factory feature which is just integrating into the Kenwood like this, but it's a lot easier to see behind you with that reverse camera, and also having the tow bar, the bike carrier in the back, you don't really want to listen to parking sensors because that does stick out a little bit. But that is probably about everything that I'm going to show you for now on this Apple CarPlay install that we've completed on this transporter. We do all sorts of upgrades to these vehicles, whether it be speaker upgrades, security upgrades, dash camera upgrades, but that's not our own dash camera. But we cover it all here, John Kleis, when it comes to car entertainment. So if you've got a vehicle, whether it be a transporter or any other car for that matter, do get in contact with us and we can create an Apple CarPlay audio upgrade solution for yourself. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.